Okay, sellers, you are in a multiple offer situation. Your head's spinning. What should you look for in a multiple offer situation? Well, I mean, every seller is going to be different. What is the most important to you? 9.5 times out of 10, it's the price. It is definitely the dollar amount. So that's the first thing I look at. The most important part as a listing agent that frequently receives multiple offers on their listings for my sellers, what I look at is the price. Next thing we look at that's relatively important is the inspection contingency. Do they have a home pest and radon inspection contingency or any other inspection type of contingency? I try to get my sellers to get the house pre-inspected by just any old home inspector, a neutral third-party home inspector. Nobody specific, definitely not a friend of the family, somebody that's ASHI certified, preferably a big company like Pillar to Post that's reputable, etc. Get it pre-inspected, and then from there, if there's anything major that needs addressed, get it fixed. But we're in such a busy market, seller's market, I tell my sellers a lot of times, don't address anything. Let's see if the buyers are going to ask you to do anything. So a lot of the times, because it's pre-inspected, because they spent $400 or $500 to get the house pre-inspected, they actually have the inspections all pulled. All the inspections are waived. Now that can happen without a pre-inspection, but for the most part, pre-inspection will help facilitate that. So first thing is price. Second thing is inspections. Whenever I write buyer offers, I usually have the closing date blank. A lot of times buyers agents will call me. One just called me this morning and said, what type of closing date do your sellers look for? I mean, that's the same as just leaving it blank. Just leave it blank. Don't put a date in at all. I've seen some buyers put in seller's choice, which is nice, but just leave it blank. I can put in my own date. So price, inspections, closing dates relatively important. From there, I mean, classic mistakes I see is buyers asking for a home warranty. Man, the home warranty is like between $400 and $600. Don't make the purchase of your dream home or a home contingent upon $400 or $500. Do not ask for a home warranty. You can buy your own home warranty. And as a listing agent, I have my sellers have the home warranty pulled out if the top offer is asking for one, and they always pull it out. They never say no. We want to risk losing the house over a home warranty. No, home warranties, forget it. Next is the hand money. Old school agents love to, senior agents, and senior sellers as well, I actually think the hand money is something important. Maybe I'm new school, maybe I'm just lackadaisical, I don't even know what it is. I think hand money is just stupid. I mean, you're going to split it with the broker, the listing agent's going to split it with the broker if the buyer flakes. So it's highly unlikely the seller's going to keep the hand money. One of the only ways to do that I know is the only way to do that is if the buyer makes it all through all the contingencies and then they decide they don't want the house. So what would the reason for that be? Maybe they made it through all the contingencies, another house comes on the market. Maybe the husband found out about the wife's boyfriend, the wife found out about the husband's girlfriend, whatever. It's not a contingency, so you can still afford the house. They made it through the inspections. They just don't want it anymore. That would be a reason to terminate, and the seller would keep the hand money. It's highly unlikely. It does happen, but it's very rare. Buyers can put down small hand money. I mean, as a listing agent, when I look at the hand money, I don't care if it's small or large, whatever, because I know I have other offers we're going to be able to choose from, and chances of us keeping it, there's so many loopholes, highly unlikely. So I think hand money is super unimportant. The type of financing is somewhat important. Cash is always king. Residential, conventional mortgage is the best after cash. FHA, VA is usually the weakest in our industry because they have a lot more requirements of the seller. Pest inspection paid for by the seller, handrails every 2 feet, no peeling paint. I mean, would you rather have to risk that or just take a conventional mortgage where they're putting down 20%? So that is something that is probably the fourth most important thing to me as a listing agent and my sellers. How long it takes the place to get inspected, inspection contingency period. If there is an inspection contingency, our default is around 10 days. There's really no need to go any further than that because if you're going to do a 30-day mortgage and then you're waiting 15 days to get the house inspected, and the buyer waits to the 15th day, then the seller has another 5 days to respond. They've got to do some legwork and due diligence, and then that's 20 days, and then buyer's another 2 days, so that's 22 days. So, and the closing is going to be on day 30. How would that happen? I mean, 10 days is more than enough time. Other than that, I can't think of anything else in the contract that would be really have too much impact on whether you should accept it or not. So, price, inspections, type of mortgage, closing date. Sometimes those are some of the most important things when receiving multiple offers as a seller in a multiple offer situation.